Welcome, people of science. What are we going to do today in our digital class? Well, I know you'll be excited about this. We are going to take a graphing quiz. Now don't all yell at once your excitement over this, because it is going to be a little bit different. It's not going to be your standard type of quiz. By the way, if you're wondering what's in the background, up here we have the most volcanically active body in the solar system. This is Io. Obviously, it's a moon of Jupiter. And this right here, it's kind of hard to see. That is the largest active volcano that we know of. You can actually see, if you take a side view of it, you can see the volcano erupting from space. Okay, back to the quiz. Exactly what we're going to have on this quiz. You're going to make 3 graphs that you will submit. And you can probably put them on one paper, but if you need to use 2, that's fine. All right, so we're going to make a graph that is going to be about percentage. So kind of think about what type of graph you would use for a percentage comparison. Second graph is going to be one that shows progression over time, or something that happens over time. Cortana, you need to stop. I need to remove Cortana. Okay, so it's going to be time progression. And the third one is going to be a straight up comparison of amounts. Okay, we're going to jump into it pretty quick. So you're going to need to have a piece of paper, ruler, obviously. Anyways, the next part of the video, we're going to go through and make the graphs. I go through it pretty fast, but remember, it's a video. Hit the pause bar, make the graph. All right, let's wipe the screen, get rid of this stuff. Now, one thing you're going to notice, once we go into the graphing part, I am going to be wearing different clothes. I won't have this shirt on. I think I have an orange hat on, the usual one. It's because I made it last night in my garage. I'm at school right now to make the intro. So it's not video magic that all of a sudden I have different clothes on. It's because 2 different days. Now, what's going to be different about this is we are going to Azeroth. So yes, for those nerds out there, that is World of Warcraft. It is a video game that lots of people play. Not people pretty much your age, it's kind of older people play it. I play with my friends from college, just kind of keep in touch. It's pretty fun, but we're going to use some stuff in there and graph some stuff. And the world is known as Azeroth. Okay, let's go over there and let's hop in and get started.
A few moments later.
Hello, science friends, and the wave. All right. Ooh, what is this? What's this guy think he's doing? I just want to go home. That's all. Leave me alone. Oh, but he feared me. Better run out of the little circle. There we go. Because I'm a pro gamer. Yes, stinging nettles. Really need those. All right, let's get out of this place. Yeah, that's me dancing. Sadly, it's better than my real life dances. Okay, here we are in the tavern in a city. Let me pop over to Photoshop so we can see what we're going to do today. Okay, I've created some graphs for you. Now, your first task to do is to copy these graphs onto your paper. Now, you're going to want to leave space here so that you can move around. Let's go back and look at them closely. Okay, 3 graphs. One is going to be about percentage, one is going to be about time, and one is going to be comparing amounts. So the first one we have here, let's give it a title. We'll call this Races of Borealis Harbor. That's the city I'm in. Okay. Now, what we're going to do, I'm going to walk around in the city, and we're going to look at these different races of people that you can play in the game. So what can you play? You can be human, obviously. That's what I picked. You can be an elf, a bunch of different versions of the elves. You have dark ones, you have light ones, you have ones that live in the night. You can be a worgen, which is kind of a werewolf type of person. A Draenei, which we call space goats because they're from space and they have horns and their hooves. So they kind of look like goats. Then you have dwarves, classic from any movie. You have gnomes, probably the most annoying character in the game. And then you have the Pandaren, which are human panda bears. Okay, so we're going to go in the game. What I want you to do, I'll stop in front of them, I'll identify one, call out their race, and every time you see one, let's say I walk through and I go, oh, there's a human, you're going to put tally marks. So for every human, let's say you saw 5 humans, you would do that. Maybe we went down to dwarfs. Well, let's not do dwarfs. There probably won't be very many gnomes, just going to tell you. So maybe you see 1 gnome, you put a mark. And your goal is to create a graph. Down here, you can see where it says graph. So in this space right here, you're going to create a graph that compares the percentage of the playable races in WoW. Okay, your next graph, let me erase this. We are going to compare something that happens over time. Now I put it right here. I said enemies killed over time over 3 minutes. So we'll go to an area. I'll fight some creatures, set the timer, and every 30 seconds you will tally how many creatures or monsters have been killed. So for instance, in the first 30 seconds, you just count. Every time that a creature dies, you just put a mark. Okay, first 30 seconds, did that, I got 4 of them. Then it will move to another 30 seconds. It'll be 1 minute, 1:30, 2 minutes, 2:30, and 3 minutes. And then just like the last one, down below, you have an area here for a graph. Left a blank space. If you need more than 1 piece of paper, do it. Okay, I've just given you the X and Y axis on this last graph. We are going to compare amounts. Now, what are we going to compare? We're going to compare city sizes. Okay. So we're going to do some math here, and we'll show you that later. But we will compare the size of different cities in a game. Now, on the Y-axis over here, you're going to put, this will be called diameter in feet. Okay, so we'll have to figure out a scale that goes there. And then down below, we'll just put cities compared. Okay, let's go back up to the first data table. Remember, you're just going to put tally marks for everything that you see. Okay, let's jump back in the game. All right, this is the area where all the people come to flex their fancy mounts. Like this guy's got a mount where you can buy stuff and all kinds of things. Now, the first thing that you want to look at, you notice you have people with blue names and green names. We are only looking for players in the game, so that would be people with blue names. So let's go and look at this person. So I'll mouse over them. This is a human, so put a tally mark for a human. Oh, here's somebody's a bird. What are they? Okay, this is an elf. Put a tally mark for an elf. What's this? Oh, what do we got here? Here's your gnome. Remember we talked about gnomes? You can look at them. Nice outfit, gnome. So put a mark for a gnome. Okay, this person is a dwarf. Put a tally mark for dwarf. Uh-oh, people are appearing. What is this person? This person is a human. Put a mark for a human. All right, mechanical mount guy. Stop spinning around. That is a Draenei. You can see the horns. This is a elf. By far, they're going to be the most popular, I believe. Okay, we have a human. Here's another person in bird form, but what are they? They are a druid. This is another elf. Oh, we have a second dwarf right here. Old, what's his name? Calvin Brock. He's a dwarf. Now, this is a hard mount to get. Well, it used to be. So this person's trying to show off here. And of course, this is an elf. Okay, this person on whatever... Ah, Pandaren. Here is the monk person. That is a monk. Here is another elf, so put a tally mark. What do we got here? Master of the Ways, Diabri. Another dwarf. I didn't think we'd see this many dwarfs. Okay, here's somebody that's AFK, which stands from away from keyboard. They are a Draenei. So they got the horns, they got the hooves, if you look at them. So you can see that right there. Space Goat. Okay, this person is a human. And the person on the fancy celestial mount is another elf. Uh-oh. What do we got here? This is a gnome. Two gnomes. Who would have thought? Okay, so take those. You're going to mark your tally marks. Create a graph that shows comparison of average. Okay, for the next thing, we need to get out of here. So I got to teleport out. Let's go to a city called Dalaran. This game gets big. You can actually get lost. No kidding. Zoom through. Now remember, this whole thing is going to be about it's progress over time. So you're going to probably have to use, I would say, a line graph. Well, I shouldn't tell you, but I just did a line graph. Area I'm going to is based on Norse mythology. So let's see if we can see any Norse gods. There's a big guy over there. Let's see what he is. So who do we have in here? Well, if you've watched the Thor Avengers, you'll probably recognize. Here with the big guy, the burning beard, we have Odin. There's Heimdall, which they killed off, and I think Avengers Infinity War. Anyone else? Who's this? No, so we got a couple of them. Odin only has one eye. He lost that. So let's get out of here and go kill some monsters. Okay, essentially we have to jump into this hole after we ask the Valkyrie, where can we go? So we'll go up to her. I'm not sure how she can see in that helmet as I look at it, because it's over her eyes. Didn't seem very practical to me. All right, let's talk to her.
I serve a greater power.
Let's go to High Mountain, which there's probably some high mountains there. Jump in the hole, make an entrance like a boss, fall from the sky. Yes. I wish I could ride at school like that, just drop out of the sky and have a great big explosion. Let's pick another mount. Let's do, why not, the Flaming Mount. Probably not very safe. Okay, let's go down to this little area over here. Okay, so what we're going to do over time, I'm going to set the timer. I'm going to play it for 3 minutes. Every 30 seconds, we'll divide into sections of 30 seconds. So go back and look at what you want to do. So we're going down to the next one. So every 30 seconds, you're going to put tally marks to count how many monsters were killed in that time. Okay, let me buff up a little bit. There we go. You get the timer out, close that. Now I'll call out the times as I just about knocked the microphone on the ground. So right here, you see the timer. I will highlight it for you in case you can't see it. Okay, timer. Right here. Every 30 seconds, there'd be a different column. Put the tally marks in. We are going to compare some amount over time. All right, here we go. And that includes these little dudes here, whatever. If it dies, put a mark. Okay, starting now. Okay, there's one. There's two. Took a little whirlwind there. Get this guy. We'll go to this one. Get the big guy. Oh, somebody already got him. So I'm competing with people. What's this? Okay, so we're coming up on the first 30 seconds is over. We'll help this guy out because he sucks. Okay, we're coming up on a minute. $53 seconds. Try to get a couple more. Okay, we're after a minute now. So we're going to a minute 30. Tally him up. Oh, this guy has a name. So maybe he is BA. Let's see. Probably not. He doesn't know who he's messing with. Okay, so we're at almost a minute 30, halfway through. I didn't want my mount. Let's get over here. A little whirlwind, see what we can get. Okay. Get a cheap kill here. So where are we at? A minute 42, coming up on 2 minutes, last minute. There's another one. Help out this poor villager here. There we go. Okay, 1 minute left. See if I can get 2 in one shot here. Oh, I got it. There we go. Get one of these wimpy ones. Go for the big guy. Okay, 2 minutes 20, coming down to the last 30 seconds. Okay, here we go, last 30 seconds. Make those tally marks. I'm gonna go for cheap kills here, get the little guys. There we go. I get 2 more here. 10 seconds left. Okay, 58, 59, stop. Okay, so you should have filled up that. We'll go back to it and look at it. So you should have tally marks there, and you're going to create a graph down here that's going to show me the progression of an amount over time. Okay, last one. City sizes. Now I got to figure out where to go. Let's go. Oh. What do we got going here? Brule Worm? No, let's kill him. Maybe I'll get something. Okay, what did I get? Oh, pointed tail tip. Great. I need to get out of here somehow. God, leave me alone. They really don't like me after I just slaughtered their demonic minions. Okay, let's keep running until I can leave. Okay, I can leave now. Okay, so you look over the city. This was the first one. There's the castle. What we'll do is we'll compare the diameter. We'll fly all the way across and figure out how many feet it is. So this looks like the edge here. So we got nothing here. So we'll start right here, and we're going to kind of fly towards that castle over here. Okay, now to figure this out, I had to do some research, and I got to figure out how fast the mountain flies. Otherwise, you can't figure out distances because they don't post it. Like if I look on the map, it does not tell me how big this city is. Okay. So we need math. What I found out after obviously exhaustive amounts of research, that this is called an epic flying mount. They all go the same speed. Let's erase all this stuff here. So if we look at it, I'm on my glowing horse. The glowing horse will fly after, like I said, many hours of research. Turns out the glowing horse flies at 60 miles per hour. Okay, that's not doing us very good to figure out the diameter in feet. So what we have to do, I calculated 60 miles per hour to figure out how far that is. Every second, how far do you go? So what it is 88 feet per second. Okay. I'm gonna pause it right here because I need to go get a drink of water. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm refreshed. Got some water. It was hard flying around and killing imaginary monsters, but let's get back to it. Okay, like I said, 60 miles per hour is 88 feet per second. So how we're going to do it is we're going to use the timer again, which is right here. We'll time how long it takes to go across the city. And if 60 miles per hour equals, for every 1 foot, we go 88 feet. Well, let's say this comes out to be I don't know, 27 seconds. All we do is multiply that by 88 feet per second. And let's see what that is. So we go, move it over out of the way. 27 times 88 equals, so that would be 2,376 feet. That's how we're going to compare sizes of cities. We'll do 3 of them. All right, let's try it. So I'm going to line up. I feel I'm at the edge. Just going to start flying. 3, 2, 1, go. You can look around, see what's going on here. I should probably dodge the church. Now that would be a variable there. If we're talking about scientific method, I should have picked a straight line, but we'll roll with it. So we're all the way over here to the edge. Stop. Okay, 29 seconds. So our first value that you need to figure out is, I'll do the first one for you. Okay. So remember, it was 88 feet per second. So it took us 29 seconds to fly across Stormwind times 88 feet per second. And then just crunch the math. Let's see, we'll go down here. Where's our, of course I closed the calculator. No, I don't want run. The amount of things I can cut out of these videos, which I usually don't, is amazing. So 29 times 88 equals, okay, so to go around the city or across it, it was 2,000. It's just the fail train. It is, oh my God, I'm having a moment. Third video today. 2,552. Great. Can we actually write that now? 2,552. Okay, let's go to the Dwarven Kingdom of Ironforge. Need to go in this tunnel. Even though the only weapons I have are hammers, we have a fancy subway train. Try not to get run over. Hopefully it shows up pretty quick. Oh, I missed it. Go. Run, get on, get on. Oh, just made it. Okay, so we're taking the subway. Hopefully it's not the subway like I took in Chicago. This looks like it's a lot cleaner first-person view of what the subway looks like. Not sure what the purpose of the subway is, because it goes underneath the water. So we're now underneath the water. Okay, great. There was a dinosaur there. Not sure if you saw it. Maybe pause it, go back and look at the underwater dinosaur. All right. So we're gonna dodge death by going into the tracks. Now this is where all, remember the dwarves we talked about? This is where they come from. Here's what the city looks like. We can't fly across it. So if I pull up a map, you can see it's just a ring around the city. So what we're gonna do is we're going to fly all the way around to figure out the circumference. Now we'll do it the same way. It's going to be seconds, however long it takes. So it will be the number of seconds times 88. That will give us our circumference. And then to figure that out, we have to go diameter equals the circumference, which will be whatever this answer is here, divided by 3.14. Doing math. Okay, let's try it. Reset the timer. And this is the room we need to end up in when we get back. Let's use instead, let's go with tiger, panther. There we go. Okay, let's get him there. Stop this one. 3, 2, 1, go. Flying around in a circle. This area used to be super busy back in the day. Nobody shows up here anymore. There's one person. Okay, so right now we're figuring out the circumference. Okay, we're almost there. Stop. So 41 seconds for the circumference. So that means we have to go to figure out the circumference. That's 41 times 88. And that is going to equal so 41 times 88 equals 3,608. Let's get rid of the calculator. Well, we still might need it. Okay, so our formula is to figure out the diameter. It's diameter equals circumference divided by pi. So D equals 3,608 divided by 3.14. Let's try that. Divided by 3.14. Ooh, big boy. So that gives us a diameter of 1,149. Okay, one more city, then we'll call it good. We're gonna go to my most hated city of most of them because I died a lot in this one.
The Legion's patrols
there I am.
Closer to Shalaran. Kill them before
Okay. Last mount, what should we fly on? We did that one. We got that one. Yeah, let's go for the Obsidian World Breaker. Let's check this guy out. Basically a dragon with armor plating. Great. Now they all go to the same speed, so it doesn't matter what mount we use. Okay, let's find the front gates. As I'm sailing around. Okay, here's the gates. Just get right over the top. Essentially, we need to fly to that tower that you see right there in the distance. To reset it. I don't think we're going to take us as long as the other one. Okay, here we go. Let's get rid of that. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's see what we can see. Very purple blue area. All I know is you die a lot here. Okay, we're to whatever. Huh? I don't know, that one was 41 seconds. This might be kind of big. I'll probably go back and watch this and see that I did the math wrong, but I'm going to post it anyways. There's Dalaran, where we came from. Okay, we're getting there. Just going right to the edge of this. Side view. Stop. Okay, for your last city to compare. So we have 57 times 88. Do the math. I'll do it because I'm just curious to see how much bigger this is. 57 times 88. Well, not 888. Great. 57 times. Okay. It's 57 times 88. Okay, there we go. Diameter is 5,016. Okay, for your last graph, make me a beautiful bar graph. Use colors, nice straight lines, and make sure you label everything and compare the size of those 3 cities in World of Warcraft. Okay, here we are back in space, relaxing. Anyways, looks like tomorrow is going to be another 3rd day of smoke day. It's terrible today. Could barely see across the street. Haven't seen the mountains in a long time. Hopefully it gets better and we can hang out and finally finish everything that we started. But until I see you next time, guys, I am out.